The third season of The Sandman begins in the quiet aftermath of Dream's restored dominion. Morpheus stands alone in the heart of the dreaming, haunted by echoes of past losses and the fading memory of his mortal son, Orpheus. While his realm thrives once again, an unsettling stillness lingers. Dreams of gods long forgotten begin to ripple through sleeping minds. The fates whisper of change, of a cosmic shift that even the endless cannot stop. Dream senses that something ancient is stirring beyond the veil of sleep. In the waking world, a young woman named Alianora begins having dreams that seem too vivid, too real. She dreams of a glass city of sand, of endless stars, and of a tall, pale man who weeps in silence. Her nightmares draw the attention of Lucien, who realizes that Alianora may be a dream vortex, one powerful enough to reshape all dreams. Dream must intervene, but his encounter with her awakens emotions he thought long buried. For the first time in ages, he feels the weight of mortality. Meanwhile, Desire schemes in the shadows, frustrated by Dream's newfound humanity. They conspire with despair, whispering doubts into the ears of mortals and endless alike. Their manipulation sparks cracks between realms, where nightmares begin to bleed into waking reality. The Corinthian, now reformed and serving Dream, struggles to contain the chaos while questioning his own nature. Can a nightmare truly change, or is darkness eternal? As the realms unravel, Death visits her brother. She reminds him that even endless must face change, that love and loss are part of existence. But Dream resists, haunted by guilt and pride. Their conversation turns bitter when she warns him that his defiance could doom the dreaming once more. Alone again, Dream looks out over his kingdom, knowing that to protect it, he may have to destroy what he cherishes most. In the waking world, Alianora's dreams grow more dangerous. Cities crumble in the sleeping minds of millions. Dream appears before her, torn between compassion and duty. He tells her that she must be contained, but she pleads for understanding. She did not choose this power. In her eyes, Dream sees echoes of a promise he once made to another mortal woman long ago. His heart falters. Matthew the Raven follows Dream's orders but worries for his master's sanity. He confides in Lucien, who has begun to question whether Dream's rigid sense of control has become his greatest weakness. Together, they uncover an ancient prophecy written in the Library of Dreams, one that speaks of the dream that will end all others. It names both Dream and a mortal woman as the catalysts. Desires trap titans when they lure Alianora into their realm under the guise of protection. There, they twist her fears and fuel her power, convincing her that Dream seeks to destroy her. As her abilities spiral out of control, the dreaming begins to fracture. Walls between nightmares and fantasies collapse. Even Dream's loyal subjects begin to vanish into dreamstorms. In a desperate attempt to restore order, Dream ventures into Desire's realm. The encounter is both tender and venomous. Centuries of sibling rivalry and love laid bare. Desire mocks him, saying he cannot save Alianora because he does not understand love. Furious, Dream strikes, but realizes too late that this act only strengthens Desire's hold on the chaos. Back in the waking world, Rose Walker returns, sensing the same strange disruptions that once threatened the dreaming. She joins forces with Lucien, and together they seek out Alianora to help her control her vortex powers. Rose becomes her guide, teaching her that dreams and pain are deeply intertwined. Their bond becomes a fragile hope amid encroaching doom. The Corinthian, torn between loyalty and freedom, begins to doubt Dream's rule. He meets with Desire secretly, believing they might have a point, that Dream's obsession with control makes him no better than the gods he despises. Yet, deep down, the Corinthian knows he was made from Dream's love of creation as much as his fear of it. His choice will shape the fate of both realms. Meanwhile, in the realm of delirium, strange storms of color and sound begin to manifest. She senses something dying among the endless, a thinning thread connecting Dream to his essence. She warns her siblings, but none can agree on what must be done. Even Destiny remains silent, his book of existence trembling as new lines write themselves without his consent. Dream confronts Alianora again, this time within a collapsing dreamscape. He offers her peace, a chance to merge her essence with the dreaming rather than destroy it. But she refuses, accusing him of playing God. Their clash becomes an emotional tempest where love, grief, and power collide. When the dust settles, both weep, realizing that neither can truly win. In a haunting twist, Desire's plan backfires. The dreaming begins to reject their influence, reshaping itself into something purer, something born of both fear and hope. Dream seizes this chance and forgives Alianora, welcoming her as a guardian of human imagination. The act weakens him, but it restores balance to the dreaming. However, peace is short-lived. Death appears once more, not as a sister, but as an inevitability. She tells Dream that his choices have bound him too closely to mortality, and now the dreaming demands a new ruler. Dream smiles sadly, understanding that his story, like all dreams, must end. He walks through the gates of his realm one final time, his cloak dissolving into starlight. Alianora watches in tears as his form fades, leaving behind a single grain of sand, a new seed of dream. The dreaming reshapes around it, radiant and alive. The cycle begins anew. Lucien takes on the mantle of caretaker, guiding the newborn dream that forms from the sand. The Corinthian, changed by what he's seen, swears loyalty not out of fear but respect. Desire, wounded but not broken, retreats to their realm, whispering that the story is far from over. In the waking world, humanity dreams more vividly than ever before. Artists, poets, and children awaken with visions of worlds unseen. Alianora becomes a legend, the dreamer of two worlds. Her tale spreads across generations, reminding mortals that even endless are bound by the heart. As the season closes, we see Death standing on a quiet shore beside a pale figure made of light and sand. She smiles and says, "Welcome home, brother." Dream looks out across an endless horizon of dreams reborn, whispering, "There is always another story to tell." The camera fades to black, and in the silence that follows, a new dream begins to form. Something vast, ancient, and unknown. The cycle of the endless continues, ever fragile, ever eternal. But in the depths of the void, a forgotten figure stirs, a version of dream that was never meant to exist, a remnant from the first creation. He awakens in confusion, aware of the new dream above him. His eyes burn with sorrow and vengeance, whispering that balance has been broken. His awakening marks the beginning of a greater war within dreams themselves. Alianora begins sensing this disturbance, her visions turning darker, filled with mirrors and shadows of herself. The dreaming begins to tremble as this false dream sends whispers into sleeping minds, rewriting memories and reshaping emotions. The newborn dream, still innocent, cannot comprehend the threat growing within its own creation. Lucien, realizing the danger, seeks counsel from Destiny, who reveals that this fractured dream was once the original aspect of fear, the emotion dream abandoned long ago. To survive, they must face this fragment and accept that creation and destruction are two halves of the same truth. Destiny warns that not all cycles are meant to continue. The Corinthian leads a daring mission into the Nightmare Core to confront this fallen dream, knowing that to stop it may mean his own end. Alongside Alianora and Matthew, he journeys into a realm where every dream ever forgotten waits in silence. They discover that this dark fragment feeds on regret, on every sorrow dream ever felt. It is not evil, it is grief incarnate. In a breathtaking finale, Alianora reaches out to the fallen dream, showing him that love and pain are both parts of dreaming. Her compassion unites both versions of dream into one eternal consciousness. The dreaming stabilizes, bathed in golden light as the endless watch in awe. Dream, now whole once again, turns to his sister Death with a serene smile and whispers, "Even dreams must heal." The world exhales, and the dreaming breathes anew, forever changed, yet more alive than ever before.